I came here to heal, I came here to grow. Lesson in love, they helped me let go. I chose this path, I chose this time. Everything I need, I hold inside. I came here to heal, I came here to grow. Lesson in love, they helped me let go. I chose this path, I chose this time. Everything I need, I hold inside. Welcome to Rebuilding Me, the Art of Starting Again. I'm your host, Tisha Michelle. You ever find yourself asking, should I wait on God or should I just do my own thing? Like, is this a moment to be still or is this a moment to act? That question, it could feel like torture. To me, it definitely feels like torture, especially when you're in a rebuilding season, when you're tired, you're unsure, and you're just trying to get it right. Let me start with what I used to believe. I used to think that surrender meant giving up, just letting go, walking away, dropping it like whatever, I'm done. But now I know that surrender is sacred and it's not passive, but it's powerful. So surrender is saying, God, I've been trying to control this. I've been forcing, pushing, figuring, spinning my wheels, and clearly it ain't working. Clearly your girl is inserting this free will, that free will that I think you should have took from me. So now I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to let you do what you do because clearly I can't do this on my own. And most times when I finally get to that place of surrender, that's when the miracles happen. Sometimes it comes as an idea, an unexpected call. Sometimes it's peace, but something always shifts. And still, there have been times where I confuse procrastination for surrender, like with home care. After Gloria passed away, I stepped away from that world, but it was still with me. It was in the middle of the spirit. Like, I don't know. I used to always say to people, I always keep my ear to the streets of home care. So I kept going back and forth. Should I start again? Should I walk away? I say things like, okay, I'm just waiting on a sign from God. But the truth, I wasn't waiting on God. I was waiting on courage, not to start again, but to let it go. Closing out home care wasn't about choosing the wrong path. It was about releasing a season that has served its purpose. And that takes strength. Sometimes the scariest thing isn't starting, it's ending something that once felt right. And speaking of scary, let me tell you about the time I moved from Virginia to Arizona. If you're here from Seeing with Your Soul, you've definitely heard the full version of this. So it was a calling. I knew I was supposed to go, but I was scared. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done. Like, I had to literally step out on faith and trust in something that I couldn't see or feel. I didn't have any logic with it. I didn't have a plan. I had less than $200 to my name. I sold what I could, walked away from my in-person clients, packed my car, and drove across the country with my kids. And here's the thing. Even though I was scared, there was like this inner calm, this knowing. So a part of me couldn't explain it, but I just knew we were going to be okay. It was like my soul was saying, you don't have proof, but you do have peace. And as I drove, the miracles started lining up. I didn't see the full staircase, but every step I took, another step appeared. And that's how I now know the difference between fear and a divine pause. When it's fear, I feel anxious, reactive. My energy gets chaotic. But when it's a divine pause, I feel still. My nervous system isn't freaking out. Even if I don't know what's next, I know that I'm being held. I also pay attention to how my downloads come. For me, they usually arrive in that in-between sleep state. When I'm not trying to think or fix, that's when I know God is speaking to me. So if you're listening right now and you feel stuck, you're praying, hoping, but scared to move, let me offer you something both practical and spiritual. Try saying this prayer. God, if it's not from you, remove it from my path. If it is from you, make it clear. Give me peace with what I'm meant to release and boldness to move where you're leading me. I don't need to control it. I just need to trust you. Say it as often as you need. Write it on a Post-it. Put it on your mirror. Breathe it into your day because, yes, trust takes practice. And, yes, it's okay if you're scared, but don't wait for another sign you don't need. You already know. Shoot, you are the sign. That first thought, the one that came before the fear, that was it. That was your knowing. You just have to trust yourself enough to follow it. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from wisdom. This is the art of starting again. And you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it faithfully. Until next Thursday. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Rebuilding Me, the sacred art of starting again. If this episode spoke to your soul, be sure to subscribe, leave me a review, and most importantly, share it with someone who's on their own journey of remembering who they are. And just know, you're not alone, and you never have to start from scratch. You're starting again, but this time with wisdom. Until next time, stay open, stay grounded, and trust your rebuild. And if you need help navigating this journey, make sure to visit www.tishamichelleofficial.com and book a sacred reset session.